Hello everybody, we are live. It worked. Good. Hello everybody, good to see you all. Say yes if you see me. We had some technical issues, restarted the computer, and it's working. Yay! So we should have sound, we should have image, new camera. It came in and it's working. Yay! So good. Hello everybody. Well, there's a lot of people here already. Let me see. I see Jose, Patricia, Jen, Inge. Hi Els. Petra is here. Elina, Jacqueline, Femke, Jona. Whoa, too many people to mention. Ingrid, yes. Well, I had some technical issues, but it's solved. So let's not linger on. I wasn't stressed. I just said, let's reboot the computer. That usually does the trick, and it did. So, yeah, good to see you all. It's been a while since I've been live, but it's good to be back on my own channel. First, some, how do you call that in English? I don't know. Huishoudelijke mededelingen. Some household messages, because you might have noticed that my channel name has changed. And not just my channel name, my Instagram has changed as well. It's all going to be David Rodeburg. I'm still fighting with Facebook though. Facebook, but they didn't want to change the name of my page, so that's still work in progress. But my channel has changed from Inspiration for Cards to just David Rodeburg. And the reason for that is that I'm doing so much more than just cards now. When I started this whole journey, I thought, hey, let's make cards. Little did I know that I would be doing all these kind of things that I'm doing now, and let alone having my own collection. So it is going to be fun. The channel will be all about paper crafting in general. So yeah, that is what it's going to be. Well, anyways, good to see you all. I see Marion is coming in, Ans, Letitia, Marion, a lot of people. Hi Riek. Yeah, so that was the message I had to tell you. I'm a guy, can't do two things at the same time. I'm looking at the comments and trying to talk. People are still coming in. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what we're doing. I'm gonna do oh yeah, Facebook, they're a nightmare. They keep changing their things and then I can't find anything. Hey Marga. Lots of people from the design team here, from the art journal collection. Good to see you all. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be live. Next week, I'm not going to be live, unfortunately. Work gets in the way again. But yeah, that's what it is. Let me switch the cameras because the fact that the front camera works again does not mean you have to look at me all the time. What I have here is a square XLTN, and I butchered it. Well, I love it. I grunched it up, and it was a conscious choice not to do this live because there's been so many painting of planners and journals going on. Notering mist Belinda. I don't know what you mean, Andrea. But I will talk you through what I did because I know what you're going to ask. So what I did, this was the bright blue journal, and I wanted to have it a bit more grungy. So what I did is absolutely. I'm going to mix and match. What I did, no, wrong color. The fresco finish chalk acrylics. These are by Seth Epter, paper artsy that is. I used this to color it. I've did 2 layers of acrylic paint. Now nothing fancy, no gesso underneath, just whacked it on there and yeah, just put it on there. Then I took a stencil from Esther's collection actually. Let me show you which one. This one with the letters. And I put some yellow paint, that was this one from the same collection, ochre color. I put that on my craft mat, took a baby wipe that was moist and dipped it and stamped it on there. But the paint underneath wasn't completely dry, so that means it turns a bit green here and there, which was the goal. I love that. So that was that. Then I took another stencil, which failed miserably, but in the end it's a happy accident because I love how it looks. But that was this one. But for some reason I did not press it down well enough, so the paint went underneath, or I had too much paint on my sponge, could well be. But I love how it turned out. There's a tiny bit of the structure of the stencil you can still see. So that was that. Then I did splatter, and I used acrylic paint to splatter, but I used the new Lost Shadow distress paint for that. Thinned it down a bit and just splattered that on there because I didn't want pure white. So that's how I made this planner. Now this band was bright blue like this, and I just thought, no, that's not going to work. So what I did, I took a Sharpie and I just colored that, went over it, and I got this. So that's how I made my little TN. I'm going to come back to him though. I'm not done yet. I'm going to use a lot of dies I've prepared, but this is the one from the square TN, the base page, the bubble flowers. I've used this one, which is nowhere to be found what it's called. Smart, David. Very smart. Home Jungle? Wild guess? The design team will know. What's this one called, guys? Sorry, I thought there was a sticker on there, but there isn't. This one this was the Home Jungle, so I don't know what this one was. Summer Special. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I need to make a label for that. This one I put the label back in with it. This is the Home Jungle set. I've used that base page die as well. This is a beautiful Cedar Mountains. I've used this page as well. So I've used a lot of different base pages to make cut my paper. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make, in case you missed the announcement, I'm going to make my very first ever junk journal. I've never made a junk journal, and I had these bunch of lovely papers that I got from Esther and from her web shop, her Etsy, and I just thought I wanted to use them. So I'm going to make a junk journal, but I'm going to make it in a square TN. But I'm going to use all sorts of sizes, mix and match, and do all sorts of things to it. Now, I don't have a complete plan. I've got a plan of what I'm going to do with the base pages, but the rest is out in the open. We'll see how far we get, but I just want to play with you guys, and this is what I'm going to do. Now, with the music paper, I had this fun idea that I'm going to show you later. But first, this one, else. You know that. Can I heat emboss on here? Because I didn't do that yet, but I want to. I really want to. Oh, that's cool as well, Belinda. Faux vellum. Cool. But else, or anybody else, do you know? Actually, Femke, let me show you. Because my order came in from Esther, and what did she put in? This. But I didn't get to use it. I will use that some other day. That's true, else. Okay, I will just give it a go. But yeah, Esther was so nice to include that into my package. So I've got it, Femke. Just didn't use it. Okay, since Els says try it, I will just give it a go. So I will just get my scrap piece of paper out. Hi, Marie-Claire. Spread this one out. And I get my little wow embossing brush thingy out. How are you, Marie-Claire? Long time no see. I wish I could have been there last weekend. That would have been fun, but yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do is along the edge, I want to put some embossing powder. And I'm just going to dab this on. It's like brushing your nails, I guess. Not that I do that, but yeah, you get the gist. Oops. And I'm making a mess already. That was not the plan. So I just want a messy edge. I'm going to put that down again, make sure I'm in frame. Just going around the edge. And a bit on here to amplify, or not to amplify, to accentuate that grungy edge here. And let's try that bit first, because why would you do a little piece if you can do it all in one go, right? That's my philosophy. Yeah, that's funny, Belinda. Right, now this can go because I've made a mess out of that. I'm going to use this embossing powder from Wow. It's weathered gold, and I'm in love with this. So far so good. But I haven't melted anything yet. It's grabbing on, that's good. Just a tiny bit more there. And there. There, that's everything. Okay, let's put this back. Well, I'm going to say yes now, Marie-Claire, but you never know with my work what happens next year. But me too, Rick, me too. That makes two of us. Right, well, I'm going to use this heat tool. The temperature is actually exactly the same as this one. So it's not that it's getting less hot, but if you look at the nozzle, obviously this heat is much more concentrated than this one. So yeah, in the end I think it might work better. Okay, here we go. Fingers crossed, guys. And don't burn your fingers, David. Well, the embossing powder is melting there. And the TN isn't. So far, so good. It's getting softer, but so far it's still alive. Well, else I guess that's a yes. Just a little bit there left. Just going around one more time. I love how that looks. Am I going to do... No, this is it. Okay, it worked. Love that. Okay, put this to the side, let it cool down because it's hot now. So I'll just put that here. Leave it to calm down. Now, with this, what I wanted to do is create a page with this, but I don't want to cut it all down, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this. There's embossing powder everywhere, and I don't have my Swiffer here because my cleaning lady took it, so I need to buy a new one. Sorry, got distracted there. I'm going to fold this over that way. Like so, because I'm going to create a page with a pocket, but this is still way too wide. I like this as well, but that's not going to stay on there. You can't have it all, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this onto my die, like so. It worked out, else. Did you not see it? There it is. It's completely done, so that's good. Let me get my plates out because that might be handier. So I'm going to do it the reverse way. So I'm going to cut up to the upside. I'm going to line this up with the cut edge on the die. So I'm going to put that right up to the edge, but I really don't want to cut that bottom edge because that's going to be a pocket. So I'm going to put this here. Some hair for my hands. Put the plate on, my well-used plate, as you can see, and run that through my switch. My switch made some really weird noises the other day, but ooh, it's working. Yay. Okay. So that is that. Take off the tape very slowly. Why did I do this? Let me explain that to you. Because I really like, when I see junk journaling, I love it. But I don't have the guts to do what these ladies do. And then I thought, well, you know what? With all the dies we've got in the Art Journal Special Collection, we can junk journal, but at least have the assistance of the dies to have the right size pages, etc. So that's what I'm doing. So now we've got this folded. Now I'm going to fold it this way. And then what I will do, and I will do that not now, I will do that after the live, I will run this through my sewing machine and make pockets out of that. Cool, right? At least I think it's cool. I have prepared something, so you will see that in a second. Let me get my other bits and bobs out. Oh dear, that's never good. Okay, stencils are out of the way. So, I've got a lot of different pieces here. Let me show you what I'm gonna do. Like this one is cut out of the same size paper, but the paper wasn't wide enough. But, hey, I just thought I could incorporate that because that's the fun bit I think about the junk journal, is that you have all these different sizes pages in there. So what I'm going to do with this one actually is I'm going to line this up like this. I'm going to trim it off there. I'm going to make a tuck spot over there. So nothing goes to waste. Well, this is completely new to me, junk journaling, but I love it so far. So yeah, I guess you will see more. So this will be stitched as well, coming from here, stitched that way. And this part, as already said, nothing goes to waste. It's going to go down here, and I'm going to stitch that here and here, and then you have a pocket as well. No problem, Sandra. Now, what I'm going to do for now is just use some tape to adhere this to the paper, because otherwise it'll be a mess. And I'm not going to go to my sewing machine. It's fun, Belinda. So far, this is my first time, so I'm just as new as you. And it's fun that you guys are with me, and you are probably screaming at times, "Don't do that!" Well, I just did. So, let me get my beautiful new blue tweezer out. Love it. It's so much fun. So, no, before I do that, let me etch this. I'm using a different color to etch this time, just because I can. It's brush corduroy. Just thought for a change. So let's put that already on the page. So all I have to do is do some stitching, but then the stitching will be just for fun, because the tape obviously will hold it in place. Yeah, that's the thing. Probably that's what I like, that there are no rules. So there's my tuck spot there. I will do the same here, and then we'll continue with the rest. Where is the start of my tape, really? Oh, here it is. Well, yes, you can do anything, fairly. This is fun as well. No, I'm going to do it the other way around. Yeah. So, it's this way. And it's this way. So, wow, yesterday was a fun live, right? With the food truck. The latest release from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I was really laughing. I was working on my computer on something that is coming. But in the meantime, I was looking at Els, and the reactions you guys gave were so funny. All these ideas, they kept coming and coming and coming. It was really fun. Oh yeah, you can use everything. But I just thought I'd started with the old papers, etc. And then in the future, we can build from that. At least that's what I thought. Now, I should have etched this. Oh yeah, it was funny. It was really funny. But it's a beautiful, fun release. There, that's done. Might as well etch the rest while I'm at it. Yeah, this is funny because we're talking about a food truck while I'm working in an art journal, making a junk journal. Completely different, but hey, that's the fun of this craft, right? That you do all these different things that we can do. And also I think that's the beauty of the brand, that we can do all these different things. There we go. Nice page, right? Tuck space here, tuck space there. Cool. So I'm gonna sort of build up my pages. Let me show you. This is a page I have had from an old book. That book is all about wood and how to work with wood and all the fun stuff. Now, I did not use a die to cut this out. I've used one of these tearing rulers thingies. Very cheap, but it works. It's just fun. So I've used that to make it sort of fit. So that's going to be there. Then this one is going to be there, I think. I don't have a clue what I thought I was going to do. This is the other page with the ripped edge. So I thought, yeah, this screams art journal. Then I've got one of these punch cards from Esther. Time for junk food. Yeah, Johan. Yeah, Marga's YouTube was fun as well with the old book pages and the tickets. So that one is going to go there, I think. And then this one is... I've got these two left. So obviously I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I remember now. This one goes here. And then that one, beautiful old paper as well, goes here. So that pocket peeks out. That was the plan, at least. And then this paper is the thickest paper of all the papers I've got in here. And that's going to be in the center. Because that's where I'm going to be stitching this together. So that is the idea, and this is going to be one signature that's going to go in my art journal. Now you can put them in like this. If you don't want to stitch them down, let me show you. Is this cool? This is cold now, so that's cool. Look, you can just put this in your art journal, if it will let me do that. Now just rip the edge, which is absolutely fine. That's the thing with the thinner paper. I don't care. But I want to put some stitching in the middle. So let me show you. But first, before I do that, look, this is a different set that I've prepared where I did the stitching on my sewing machine. You see? And also on this pocket page thingy I made. So what I'm going to do first, oh yeah, this is fun as well. This is I'm all over the place. Just a paper bag. Let me show you how I did that. Do I still have one here? Yeah. I've got so much vintage paper hanging around now. What I did with this is just a very old paper bag. I trimmed off the bottom here, and then to match this side, I just trimmed this off as well to the inside and put it there. Yeah. Oh, that's fun, Ingrid. Didn't know that. Ooh, that's cool, Else. So the idea that I have is that later I will make two tags that will fit in here, and then we can pull them out. So these are little pockets on both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edge What do you mean, Femke? If I go stitching, no, I'll sort that out. I know what you mean now. Sorry, I'm just quickly gonna edge this. Now this looks like baby poo, but okay. Anyway, it's done now. For some reason, it doesn't show up on this paper nicely, but it's brown paper anyway, so. So I'm just gonna go around this using my, what was it called? Brushed corduroy. Just let me quickly do that. This page turned out fun as well with the, how do you call this in English? I don't know. Now the paper is quite thin and flimsy, so what I do, I will just go around, fold it in half, and I will just go around like that. That gives me a bit more control of the thin flimsy paper. Yeah, then turn it around and do the same again. So this is what got you into art journaling, Ingrid. I did not know that. So that way, I think, yeah. Okay, so that's going to be there like that. And I will just continue quickly etching all of this. Because I do want that grungy look. Now, there's a lot more you can do. You can grunge up the edge with that little razor thingy. I'm not going to do that this time. I might later, when I'm starting to work on the pages, because then I might decide, oh, this page needs that, but now I don't know what's going to be on that page. Ah, that's cool, Jan. What did you order? Esther's release or? Yeah, I will do that, Femke. That is the plan. I've got my clamps ready here. But I've got another fun tool that I'm going to show you guys that really helps a nitwit like me to make it work. That's nice, Ingrid. You need to bring them when we have a design team meeting. I want to see that. Oh, we still have another side to do. I'm losing track now of where I am. So I did the white stitching on purpose because I knew that with this I would make it sort of a yellowish. I didn't want black because then it would stand out too much. That was in my head at that time. Good, only 2 more to go. This way, Dave, this way. And then we'll start putting this together. And then what I'll do is I'll make sure everything is in the right way, the right order, down enough. Thank you, Belinda. Nearly there, guys. Let's do it like this a bit. And then I will just go like this. And then these pages are Dunskies. And I can always grunge them up more once I know what I'm doing on that, but cool. So, page 1. It is strange, right? You always have that, Jona and Femke. Page 2. It's going to be like so. And this one is going to go next. Make sure that's in the middle as well. Then I've got the little one with the numbers. I'm going to place that down, because then at least it will get 2 stitches. If I place it in the middle, it'll have 1 stitch, because I don't want to do 5 holes, I want to do 3 holes. So it's going to go down that way. That's really weird. This one is going to go right here. Then the baggie is going to go down again because of the measurements. And then this one is going to go in the middle. So I will just fold that, crease it again, and then I've got this little tool from We Are Memory Keepers. Maybe you guys say it's completely useless, just do it, but for me this is a good help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this in the corner, and I'm going to fold this open. Now where did I put that? Here. And then I'm going to put that on here. That will hold my papers all in place. If I do it right, yep, there we go. There we go. Then you can screw this back on. Like so. Then it comes with a piercing thingy. So I'm gonna look for sort of the center. So let me pick this up so I can count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's the center, sort of. And I'm going to pierce through that. Ooh, else. That is cool to know. I wasn't sure I was allowed to say that, but yay! The 28th, my collection is coming out. Then I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go there. So I've got my 3 holes pierced. Well, I saw this tool and I thought, well, I'm not really into that, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, I'm happy now that I bought it. Why did I do this so tight? There we go. Now, keep these in place. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my clamp and clamp this together. So, at one side, it will stay where it is. Then I will take the needle that comes with that same pack, if I can get it out. Well, it's been in my craft room for a while now, but now it comes in handy. So, and I'm going to get my thread out. Now this is not waxed, it's not officially for it. But what I'm going to do, what I've learned, you need 3 times the length. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. I always do the bit because, well, can't you? I can't. I got them off Amazon, I think. I'm not sure, but I think it was Amazon that I got them from. Right. So I've got my thread through my needle, and now starting in the center, I'm gonna poke through, and that's quite easy because I've made the holes. I can't remember what they were called. So, I'm going to pull that through, hold on to this. From what I've seen, this is the easiest way to do this. So, who am I to not do it like that? And then coming in from this side, going through the holes, which I've messed up now for some reason. Even though I clamped it, but I don't care. I'm gonna win. There we go. Then like this. So going in from there, going back up, then going all the way across over here. There we go. All the way across, and then turn it over, go back through the middle, try to avoid the thread that's already in there. I've got another one. There we go. Go underneath there, make sure that it's on both sides, and then tie a knot. Take off the clamp, like so, and it's stitched. Voila. Yeah, exactly, Debbie. It's easy as that. I really thought it was going to be a nightmare and blah, blah, blah. And then I looked at the YouTube video. I can't remember from who. And I thought, oh, it's that easy. It's a pamphlet stitch, yes. So it's all nicely attached now. I can work on it, I can fold it open, I can work on different pages. It's not falling apart, and this can go into my journal like that. So that is the first one done. I've got another one prepared. I've already etched this because you don't need to see me etch 6 more pages, right? So I'm going to build that one up the same way. A pocket. I love this one, the pocket one. That's 1. That's 2. That is 3. It's going there at the bottom. This one is going to go there, like so. This is also fun, that, how do you call that? I just said it, the punch paper. I love this paper as well with the wood thingy on it. So, it's from a very old book, like that. Make sure it's all nice and down. Then I will put on my clamp. Might as well do it on both sides then. See if that works, Femke. Yeah, that's why they said don't put 2 clamps, because then it's going to be pulling in the wrong... yeah, it's sort of curling up then. So, I'm going to put this in there. Now, if you are more secure in the way you do things, be my guest. Do it without this thingy. It's an added cost, and you don't need it, but I do need it. Right, I think this is the middle. I'm just going to eyeball it now. Like that. Then one here. And then one here. Good enough, I think. The tool is handy, I must say, but I mean, if you are, yeah. I'm a tool junkie, so if you know me longer, then you know that. Right. 1, 2, 3, and a bit. There we go. I just think this is really fun to do, making this with all the different dies from the art journal collection, the base pages. It takes the thinking out of it, and that's what I like. I mean, I've been enjoying everything, but yeah, I want to make things easy, right? Between my work and everything else I do, I don't want to think too hard. Right, so I'm going to pull this thread too. That's what I mean. It's not for everyone, Ingrid, but it sure helps me. Right, then coming back up here. Might help if I can see what I'm doing. Where's the hole? There's the hole. Yep. So going in there, coming back up here, going across all the way to here, where that's where the hole is, right? Okay. There we go. So going over all the way, then I'm gonna go back in the center, making sure I don't pick up the thread that's already in there. Yeah, but I'm not one to eyeball everything. I just think sometimes measurements or being precise is good. Right. Let's trim this down and then tie this in a knot. Like so. And hey, as I said, this is my first art junk journal. Who knows, in a year's time I will eyeball everything. You never know. There we go. So that's the next signature done. So these can go, actually, I will stitch this off camera and do that later, but this can go here. And that one can go in the middle one. And this is the start of my junk journal. Now, obviously, I will be working with this. I did not think this through. But okay, I don't mind. Oh, there we go. A bit lower. Obviously, I will be working in this way more. in the future. Where's the start of this one? Can't find it. Oh, here it is. Nope. Is it? There. I will be doing a lot more in this for my first junk journal. I think this is a fun thing. I will be decorating everything and making pockets and making things more in it, but I want to do that when I have my release out. I've got everything there. I'm not going to show you. But yeah, I will be working in here as well. Now that's giving you a little hint that it's going to be a bit more grungy than you may be used to. Let me put that needle away because I'm notorious for losing the needle. And then I'm going to have a look at your comments. See what you guys are saying. No sneak peeks. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's our journal. You'll see the 28th is near. I'm not going to say anything more. There we go. That's safe now. Now, I will not say anything more. Yeah, the 28th of February will be my release date, if everything goes as planned. You never know with the post and everything, the delivery times, but that's the idea. No, Femke, I'm not gonna. Even if Els says yes, I'm not gonna, because I don't have any samples here. I've sent them all to the US. So I'm not gonna show you anything. That's the thing. Right, let me just show you. This is the one that I need to stitch, and you can already see this is quite blank and plain. I haven't etched it. And then this one is way more exciting. Where is the start of that one? I love this, that it's, yeah, you can't really see the start of the different elements. There we go, here it starts. So this one is already a lot more crunchy and edgy, and I will definitely, yeah, it's fun to see that you're all so curious, and I'm honored, but yeah, no, we're not gonna, and you can ask Els if I'm allowed to do a sneak peek, but I'm not gonna, even if Els says yes. So no sneak peek yet. Right, so that's it. So I'm gonna start thinking about how to decorate things, but yeah, I mean, I'm already thinking like, okay, I've still got this on my how do you call this, stamping block. Really, David, I can do something with that. So let me see. Let me take out one. Let's start with the one in the back, because, you know, that's easier to take out. There we go. I might as well. I've got some time left, so I think it's going to be fun if I do something with that label on here, because this one is quite plain. So I'm going to do that, but I need my... Someone tell me never to clean up my craft room again, because I've lost everything. Never mind, I'm going to do it like this. Now I'm going to stamp this on there. This is the collage I made for the live at Elizabeth Craft Designs. So I'm going to stamp, using the same colors I've etched with. Just putting that on there. Just putting some ink on. Now, why did I ink everything up? I don't know. But yeah. So, and I'm going to just stamp that right here to give that some interest. Now, the other day when I was preparing the live for Els, I made this one. Just used a different kind of embossing powder around the edge. That can go in there. And another experiment I was doing was this one. This is with a new Sizzix product. And yeah, that was really cool. So that could go in there. Yeah. So, look at that. I love that. Now let me get my brownish. There we go. Let me clean this. Ah! Well, Jonah, walk him out, and I'm sure he can guess time. Next week, that's fine. Yeah, then I will have something prepared as well. Right. So what I'm doing now is with the same color, I'm just going to go over this paper that I've just stamped on. I'm sort of doing this. So I'm slowly, but because this paper is thin and I don't want to ruin it. Going to go over that. And that makes it a very pretty background paper. Now, just going to spritz this like that. Let that sit for a second. And I'm going to dry that. The winter stencils from the art journal collection, Belinda, they are cool. And then I'm just gonna dab that up. And that's already another page that has a bit more interest. You see? And that's the center, there we go. So I think this is really cool. Yeah, next week. Okay, well, we'll see what I can do. So that one, you can stamp on here. There's already some nice backgrounds here. We can do something here. Just with some tickets and some other ink color. So let's just do that. I'm not going to do too much because I want to use my own stamps as well, but I'm going to do something. Just let me clean this up. I've got my ink chamois wet for once. The tickets are fantastic. So this really cleans them well. There we go. Dry it off. The tickets are so addictive, guys, let me tell you. Am I going to use this one? I think I'm going to use that one. And why not use acorn? Not because I have to, but because I can. But I do want to stamp it off. Do I have a scrap piece of paper? I can use this. Do it again. You could be making tickets for hours. This is the acorn. So that's a bit of a reddish brown. So, but I want to have a second generation stamp on there. Yes, that counts, Femke. No, it's not a new color. I've got it in my stash for ages. Yeah, I like that. You see? Nice and grungy. Second generation. Always like that better. This is the VersaFine Clarion Acorn. And I'll put another one here. Yep. I've got something special that's going to go on there, so I'm not going to do anything. Yeah, it's an older color. It's not new. I think I might put a little something there. Which one shall I do? Do this one. And I'm just playing now, just stamping around, fooling around. Yeah, I like that. Well, this is how I'm gonna work in this. I will try to do as much during lives as I can. February is a nightmare with lives because this is the last live of this month. However, I will probably be live the 1st of March because then I am available, and that's when my release is out in the shops. So I will definitely be going live then. HL. What is HL? I don't know. Now I can see this paper is not taking the ink that quickly, so I'll just heat set that. Because I don't want it to smudge everywhere. So, like that, I can build this whole thing up. And then let me see, where can I put, because I've got that, I think this would look cool on here. Do you agree? With that touch of blue in there. Yeah, okay, I'll put that there. So let me get some tape. And then I've got another idea. But it's already 9. It's been a long time that I've been spending a complete hour with you guys, because I do want to put that off center. There we go. So that is in there. And then I'm just going to do it, but I just need to grab some paper. Do I have some paper here? No. Where's my soft finish cardstock gone? Here it is. Here it is. Because I want to put that glue bottle on there. So I want to stamp on the smooth side of this. So I'm going to use that glue bottle. Since it's the first time I'm using it, I'm just rubbing my hands over it. And then what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm going to stamp that with black, because there's black in here as well. Just ink that up really well. When I hear people struggling with the new stamps, very often they don't put enough ink on, and especially when they're new, you need to have a good layer of ink on there. Exactly, that's a good way to save money, Belinda. So make sure there's a good layer of ink on there, especially when they're new. And, ouch, they're sharp, the new tweezers. And give the ink some time to sink in. Give the ink time to sink into the paper, because that will make a lot of difference as well. I'm stamping off screen, I'm seeing now. Sorry. There you go. That's better. So that is that. Look at that. Brand new stamp just out of the packaging, and it stamps beautiful. So just condition it a bit with your fingers and make sure there's enough inked on there. That is the key. No. Normally I always use the normal inks to distress, and now I've used oxide. Random choice, but I do love the inks. Now, fussy cut. Got my fussy cut scissors here. Now, if there's one thing easy to fussy cut, it's this one. So I think it's a smart decision from Esther not to make a die for this one. At least I assume there's not a die. I haven't even checked. Well, I'm cutting it now. I don't think there is. You can only make so many. There we go. Trim this out. There. That makes it easier to handle. I also never have issues, Marie-Claire. But people think we say that because we are in the design teams, but I really don't have issues. You just saw it. It came fresh out of the packaging, haven't used it yet. Well, you don't need to hint to me, Jen. You have to hint to Esther for that. I know a lot of people don't have issues with the stamps. It could be your ink pad is too dry, or I don't know. Now, I have not been fussy cutting for a while, but I'm getting there, guys. Bear with me. Hopla. There he is. Now what I want to do next is just to use my brush and the brush corduroy is to come from the outside in and give this some color. I'm not going to color it in because I like the contrast of that. What I might actually do, that could be fun, because there's this is brush corduroy that I'm using now, but this is colored with frayed burlap. So since that is a transparent ink, I might just, oh yes, I like that. Now, does this look vintage or not? I think it does. So I'm going to put him on here, but I will do that later. I will put some more tickets on, etc. But that's for another day. I will leave it at this. So yeah, if you haven't done so yet, please, I've got some new buttons, so I have to look. If you haven't done so yet, please consider to subscribe to my channel. That would make my day. And give this video a thumbs up, because that would that helps other people find my video, etc. I hope you liked my first adventure in art journal, no, not art journaling, junk journaling. That was my very first time. My desk has exploded. It's a right mess everywhere, but I don't care. I love it. I love doing this, and I would love to see you for the next time. As I said, next week I will not be live. I will make sure there's a video, and I will see you for the next one. Thank you for joining me tonight. Have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon for the next one. Thank you. Bye.